आज का टॉपिक डीबीएमएस से रिलेटेड है। डेटाबेस मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम से रिलेटेड मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल में बहुत सारे बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स अपलोडेड हैं। जो स्टूडेंट्स वहां पर से डेटाबेस मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम का बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स कुछ लर्न किए होंगे, वो यहाँ पे मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चंस जो अवेलेबल हैं, दिस इज completely related to the topics which I have explained in this channel. So come to the questions and one by one we will discuss the answers. Fine. So our first question is, what is DBMS? Options are DBMS is a high level language. Next is DBMS is a collection of queries. Third is DBMS is a programming language. And the last option is DBMS stores, modifies and retrieves data. So the proper answer is DBMS stores, modifies, and retrieves data. That is answer D is the correct answer. Fine. Now, the second question is question number 2. DBMS stands for means what is the full form of DBMS? So your options are database management, data backup management system. First option is data backup management system. Second option is database management system. Third option is data backup management services. And fourth option is data of binary management system. So obviously your option B is the correct answer. That is database management system. Now come to the third question. In which format is data stored in the DBMS? Means data जो database management system में store करते हैं, that is stored in which format? This is the question. So options are image. In the form of image, data is being stored in the database management system. Next is in the form of text. Third is graph, or fourth option is table. So as all we know that in DBMS, we store data in the form of table, that is in the form of rows and columns. So the correct answer is the last answer, that is table is the correct answer. Fine. Now, come to the fourth question. Which of the following is not a type of database? Not a type of database. So your options are hierarchical database, distributed database, decentralized database, and network database. So as we know, as we have studied in the topic, that is type of database. So type of database systems are hierarchical, distributed, and network. These three are the type of databases. Some more are also the type of databases, but here as per the options available, you have decentralized is the option which does not comes under a type of database. So according to the question, option C is the correct answer. That is decentralized is not a type of database, and the rest three are the obviously type of database system. Fine. Come to question number 5. Which of the following is not an example of DBMS? Is not an example of DBMS. Fine. So come to the options available. First option is Google. Second option is IBM DB2. Third option is MySQL. And fourth is Microsoft Access. So, from the options available, IBM DB2, that is option B, option C is MySQL, and option D, that is Microsoft Access. These all three are the examples of DBMS to store data and to perform all the operations included in the database management system. But Google is a search engine. Fine. So Google is not an example of DBMS. So option A is the correct answer for question number 5. Now come to question number 6. Which of the following is not a function of the database? Here we are discussing about the function of the database. Fine. So options are manipulating data, managing stored data. Option C is analyzing code, and option D is security for stored data. So as we have studied in database management system that manipulating data, second option is managing stored data, and option D, that is security for stored data. These all three are obviously the functions of the database, and the option C, that is analyzing code, is not a function of database. So option C is your correct answer, that is analyzing code. This database management system does not analyze the code, but it manipulates the data entered by the user. Fine, it manipulates data, it manages stored data, and and security is also the main reason for storing the database in electronic systems. So security for stored data is also a major concern. So all these three options, that is A, B, and D, are the correct answer, and option C is the proper answer as per the question. That is, analyzing code is not a function of the database. Now come to question number 7. That is, which of the following is a component of the database management system? Here the question is about component of the DBMS. So options are, first is data manager, second is data, third is data languages, and fourth is all of the above. So data manager is obviously the component of database management system which manages all the data. Now data, option B, without data DBMS is nothing, so we have to enter the data first for performing any type of operations. Data languages like DDL, DML, and DCL, these all are the languages through which we can perform any type of operations in DBMS. So these all three options are the correct answer. So we can conclude it as this one, the last option, that is all of the above, is the correct option for this question. That is, data manager, data, and data languages all are the components of the DBMS. So last option is the correct answer. Come to question number 8. That is, what is the term used for information about data or data about data? Options are relations, metadata, hyperdata, and entities. So the correct answer is, we use the term metadata about data, or we can say about information about data. So we have option B. This one is the correct answer for this question. That is, what is the term used for information about data? So the answer is, metadata is a term used for information about data or data about data. And this is also called as data dictionary in terms of database, which stores all the information about data. Now come to question number 9. This is the second last question. What is rows of a table known as? It means the question is what we call row in terms of database. So in my previous videos, I have explained there that a database is made up of table, and a table consists of multiple rows and columns, and rows are known as tuples and columns are known as attributes in terms of database management system. So sorry. So rows are termed as tuples. So option C will be the correct answer for this question. Fine. Rows are termed as tuples, and we call attributes means columns in terms of database. Fine. So this option C is the correct answer for this question. Now the last question is, rectangles in ER diagram represents. I have explained you here what is the concept of ER diagram properly. What is ER diagram? What are the components of ER diagram? Everything I have explained in my previous videos in this YouTube channel. Playlist name is DBMS. So you can find it there, all the topics related to DBMS, that is explained in details. Word by word, I've explained it there with the help of some examples, tables, records, everything. So come to the question, rectangles in ER diagram represents. In ER diagram, actually, there are several notations which we use to represent ER diagram properly. So, rectangles represents entities in ER diagram, and attributes are represented by the oval shape in ER diagram. Fine. And relationship is maintained as relationship is represented by diamond shaped box in ER diagram. So these three are the important major components of an ER diagram, that is attributes, that is represented by oval shaped, and entities, that is represented by rectangle shape box, and the last one is relationship, that is represented by diamond shaped box. So this is a just an overall concept of ER diagram. Otherwise, complete definition, complete explanation about ER diagram is mentioned there in this YouTube channel, and not only for ER diagram, but you can visit my channel for all the topics related to database management system, which I have explained it here. This is basic concept, and this is only multiple choice questions. Further, we will discuss the some higher level topics related to database management system, which is very useful for BCA MCA students. Even in schools also nowadays, this basic concept you have to study for uh, about DBMS properly. So these all are the terms which is very useful for DBMS, and sometimes it is important for competitive type of questions also. So I hope you like this concept.